Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I made a video yesterday regarding a statement made by a big shot in Ukraine's, how do you call that, energy sector, the company that takes care of the Zaporizhzhya Nuclear Power Plant and Energoatom or something like that, and they said that the Russians show signs that they will just leave the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant, and they will just withdraw and will abandon it. And everybody was like, yeah, okay, well, I was wondering why in the hell they would do that. It's like a goodwill move again or something. Why would you do that? I said I would not do that whatsoever. I would just keep over there a unit forever. And what are you gonna do? Blow it up? That's the only chance you can, the only thing that you can do. Now we find out that the Kremlin, actually, the Russians say, there's no way we do that. There's no way we abandon Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. And if you don't believe me, check Mr. What's his name? If you know this guy. Yeah, that's Mr. Peskov. Funny looking guy. So, this article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from November 28, 2022. Kremlin says that troops withdrawal from Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant is impossible. So they say, there's no way, my friend. Dmitry Peskov, that guy, press secretary of the President of the Russian Federation, has stated that withdrawal of Russian troops from the territory of the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant NPP is out of the question. Well, that's how a normal person, I think, would talk. What are you talking about? Why would we got it, so we give it back? Nah. But anyway, quote, there is no need to look for any signs of Russian troops withdrawal from the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant, end quote, and the parentheses, where there are none and cannot be. So there is no need to look for any signs where there are none and cannot be. Because the other weasel said, Russia gives signs, that's why there's no signs. Peskov has also stated that Russia commends Vatican's will to mediate in Russia's war against Ukraine. However, according to him, Ukraine would not take such an opportunity. The Vatican said that, well, we can facilitate a meeting between you guys and you can speak. I don't know where the Vatican will get involved or would even think that has any authority of any kind in this kind of situations. But hey, some people lack self-awareness, we know that one. On September 27th, yesterday, of November, Petro Kotin, president of the National Nuclear Energy and Generating Company, Energoatom, reported on air during the National Joint 24/7 newscast that there were signs that the Russian military may be getting ready to withdraw from Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. Pope Francis stated that the Vatican was ready to do anything possible to mediate and put an end to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Can I give the Pope an advice? Yeah, I think I will, against your, how should I put it, disapproval or approval. Pope, I can tell you what you should do. You keep, and God will react. And if you're a bad dude, God will not react. I was going to be reacting in a different way and take you to his little party house upstairs. Anyway, I think it's just normal what Peskov said. There's no reason why we should give up that important point, which is Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant, and the Ukrainians will keep on shelling it, because as I said before, I don't think that the Russians are shelling themselves, like shoot up straight so they can, I don't think that's gonna happen. Or they radio to other troops to, hey, my friend, why don't you send a few rockets here, some mortars to the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant? Maybe you hit me and kill me, okay? And the Russian says, okay, javol, yes, da, okay, yes, I got you. No, it's the Ukrainians shooting these guys and then saying they shoot at one another. Why would the Russians shoot at themselves? That's the first one. It's out of a question. I can't even think about it. Do they shoot? Did they use it as a defensive mechanism, defensive position, and they shoot at the Ukrainians thinking we can shoot with impunity, but you cannot shoot back? Yeah, that's very possible. Is that a criminal? Yes, it is. I mean, however you want to take it, because you know the other guys might not shoot at you. But since those guys have such precision weapons, we all know that. How do we know that? No civilian was injured during all these 10 months of war by the Ukrainians. We know that. Zero, null. Okay? So since that is a fact, established fact, that means there's no accidents. The Ukrainians can, if they want, they can send a HIMARS straight in your eyeball, right there. That's how precise those were, you know what I mean? But it seems that somehow it's not them. That's why they say it's not us, the Ukrainians. It's not us. It's the Russians shooting Russians. I already explained that the Russians would not shoot up to have it fall on their fucking heads, or call their little buddies 20 kilometers away and say, hey, why don't you send us a few missiles quickly, but not like the regular transport, but like that. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. Boom, boom. All right, so it's the Ukrainians shooting at these guys. I mean, I have to do some mental gymnastics in order for me to accept these guys is below 20 IQ. In this case, you have to be like really, in order to believe that the Russians are shooting at themselves and blaming the other ones. It's not impossible. That's why I gave them 20%. Otherwise, I would have said, dead brain. All right. So the Russians obviously would not leave that unless they're blown up. Blown up, that's how they're going to leave. Boom, disintegrate. But they're not going to take their carriages and let's go. Yeah. Leave the Zaporizhzhya Nuclear Power Plant. That's not going to happen. Anyway, we'll find out, right, if these guys let us. On the other hand, the Russians did not disconnect, as far as I know, the power plant's energy transfer to Ukraine. I don't think they did that, did they? What is the big problem? Oh, they can't control it. That can be solved later. But if you bombard these guys in the Zaporizhzhya Nuclear Power Plant and other, they say, well, they destroyed the connections, between the Zaporizhzhya Power Plant and wherever the distribution centers are of energy, and the Russians did that, and they don't want to give us energy. It's very possible, but I would do it differently. We have a little problem here. We have to turn it off. You remember the Nord Stream 1 pipeline? Maintenance. Everybody. Close it down for about, 2 months and do some maintenance over there. All right, and after you do that, say, war is over. Okay, well, I guess we keep it. No, the Ukrainians, I think, the only thing that they could do is maybe send a detachment of special forces, but special, very special, I'm talking, not special and that kind, special, and send them over there and try to take over the plant in a stealth way if they can, but that would be the easiest, the best way to do it. And I think they already tried that, and supposedly the Russians unfolded it and boom, 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 and they said, well, maybe we can do it that way. Or would use the HIMARS things, but the HIMARS or other precision weapons is too dangerous. But look at that, look on the map. Look over the satellite and look how big that nuclear power plant is. And look where the reactors are located, and well, you can pinpoint where they are, but I'm talking about the Russians. It's dangerous. It is. Well, we'll find out. And if something happens, God forbid, and God will forbid, because we got the Pope involved as well. And whomever would facilitate talks between United States and Russia, and I know what I said, that would be fantastic. The Ukrainians are just over there to die and to aggravate the situation. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.